Now I know why content creators get paid so much, why YouTubers get paid so much, because you have to be the camera guy, the glam squad, the host, you have to be everything. I definitely learned the hard way. Hello y'all, welcome back to another episode of Beyond Biz and Beauty. It's your girl Sheenie here, and thank you so much for joining me. Today's episode is going to be a bit different from my previous episodes. I want to take you guys along my journey and kind of just share the things that I've learned along the way. So if you are looking to start your own show, looking to start your own YouTube, I am right there with you. I am right there with you. So today I am going to be sharing with y'all 5 things that I wish that I had knew before I started my channel. So let's just jump right into it. The first thing that I quickly learned when I first started my show and my YouTube is how time consuming it could be. Y'all, it could be so time consuming when it comes to creating content, and I kind of knew it would be time consuming, but one thing I've learned throughout this process is if you think something is going to take a specific amount of time, take that and times it by 3. 9 times out of 10, it usually takes much longer than you think it's going to take. Now I know why content creators get paid so much, why YouTubers get paid so much, because you have to be the camera guy, you have to be the glam squad, you have to be the host, you have to be everything. And yes, even though it is time consuming, I genuinely do it for the ending result. I love seeing everything that I've put together come together at the end, and just being able to put out this body of work for my audience, for anybody who would enjoy it. But as you go, it gets easier and you wouldn't have so much more time being put into it, because you know what works and what don't work. So the second thing that I wish that I knew before starting my YouTube is the importance of batching content. So I feel like this is probably one of the things I've heard as I did a lot of research, was batch your content. Make sure you have content 2 steps ahead, or make sure you have enough content to last you for like a couple for a month or so. And I definitely learned the hard way. For some of you guys who might not know what batching content is, batching just really means that you schedule, plan, and do all your content ideas in a specific time period. For example, when it comes to like social media, I try to not always have it planned, but also having like a list of ideas that I can choose from when it's time to put out content. And I don't have to worry about, okay, what other piece of content I'm going to put out. So that's what really and truly, you know, caused me to have such a huge gap in my content, in me not putting out content, was I had 2 episodes and then I didn't have any episodes after that. So I was like, okay, so what do I do now? What do I do now? Of course, it was COVID too, but mainly because I hadn't really batched a good amount of episodes. I truly believe that batching content is the key to winning this content life. The third thing is editing. Y'all, I hate editing. I hate editing. Editing is something that they don't really talk about when it comes to starting your own channel or starting your own show, and you have to do that. You have to learn how to do these things. And half the times, like, you're like, okay, I'm gonna pay somebody to edit my videos for me, and it's just like, you could do way much more better than what you are about to pay money for. And that's what happened to me. I was so quick to pay somebody to edit my stuff, and like the results that they were giving me, I'm like, this is not it. So I just kind of like had to take the initiative, and I had a little push from friends, like just telling me like, you know, you could learn it, you could do it, you know. So I've grown to like it. I've grown to like it for a little bit. So as you explore like different editing tools like Canva, or the software that I use to edit all my videos is Final Cut Pro, as you learn more, you're like, wow, like I didn't know I could do this, or I didn't know I could do that. Like at this point, you could call me a video editor, period. Like I'm going to put it on my resume, because sis is over here editing videos. Trust and believe, when I get to that point of my career, I will be hiring an editor, because like I said, it takes It saves so much time. So the fourth thing is equipment. Having good equipment is something that I wish that I had invested in prior to this. Right now I have two like studio lights right in front of me and a DSLR. A DSLR is basically one of them handheld cameras. They do cost a bit. I started off with my phone, and now that I have this camera that I can explore with, it's just exciting because it just takes things to another level. It takes your content to another level. Like once you have that quality, the quality just does the same. It just does the talking for you, and you have this level of professionalism that people love. And the last thing I would say is getting in front of the camera. It could be a little bit nerve-wracking. Some people feel like just hopping in front of the camera is just easy peasy. For me, a big thing was me being able to articulate myself. That was another thing that would make me anxious because I was born and raised in the Virgin Islands, and we have an accent. So I was like, well, will my audience be able to understand me? Will I be able to deliver the information good? Sometimes I trip up over my words. So not even during the process of creating a content where you might get this nervousness, but sometimes even after it, like after you press publish, like, oh my gosh, like when I published my first episode, my first video, I was so freaking nervous. Like my anxiety was through the roof, but I just knew that, that feeling, that fear that I was feeling was just temporary and it's not going to hurt me. But definitely starting my whole channel, my show and everything, I had a lot of anxiety, and just learning how to deal with that was a whole new thing for me. For example, whenever I post, I don't stay on social media. Like I would post and then just come right off, go out, go on with the rest of my day and just kind of like do other things that I could work on, or probably just do something fun. I don't know, but it is something that you have to get used to, being in front of the camera, learning how to be a good communicator. So yeah, those are the 5 things that I wish that I had knew before starting my YouTube. And I'm gonna just end it with this, y'all. Whenever you come across like the fear of doing something, do it, because when you reach to the other side of it and you actually see the body of work that you put together, you're like, wow, like I did that. I did that, So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment below and let me know if we had the same experience, or even starting your own business, your own YouTube, wherever it might be. Let me know in the comments if this helped you in any way. Also, before you go, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Join the family. There's so much more content coming and I really don't want you guys to miss out on it. And also go ahead and follow us on Instagram at Beyond Biz and Beauty, and you can also follow my personal page at I am Sheenie Mills. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next episode.